Okay, so yesterday we discussed about the vendor master record, and day before yesterday we discussed about the metal master record. Now, in the metal management master data, list of the master data, purchasing info record is one of the master data. Okay, so what you mean by purchasing info record? Okay, what you mean by purchasing info record? So the when you are buying the products, okay, for one product, they might be have the multiple vendors are there, multiple suppliers, they are supplying the same material. Okay, then how you know that what is the price he is agreeing, and what you know that how you know that what is the terms and conditions and incoterms and contact persons and what it rolling that all this purchasing related condition which you are entering here info record. Okay, you can ask me that question like, sir, we have already metal master record, we have already vendor master record, why here it is? So that's what, right? Material, one material, okay,
Both
material,
combination will be there.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, one material, if it is material A is there, material A can supply vendor B, vendor X, and vendor Y, and vendor Z, right? The multiple vendors they are supplying, right? So if I'm just purchasing this material A from this X, there might be price is different, conditions are different, and the terms and conditions are different, tax information is different, order unit will be different, so many things are different, right? And when it will be like when I'm just purchasing from here, vendor by, again the terms and conditions and pricing and everything it will be different. And the same way, like it is funded jet also, it will be similar. So in this purchasing info record, what we are doing, we are creating that the combination of vendor and material. Okay, under purchasing organization, because purchasing organization people will be taking care about all the uh, negotiations and terms
Payments
of
and all.
conditions, everything they will be taking care, negotiation and all. Okay, purchasing organization people will take care about all the discussion and all. So here info record we are creating vendor and material and purchasing organization combination. And if there is a common purchasing organization, it is there for across all the plants. Now you want to be differentiate for each and every plant. You can also define the plant level also. Okay. So in that case, what will be happen if you want to be created plant level, then vendor and material and purchasing organization and plant, especially for this plant. Okay, this combination also you can maintain. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you creating these vendor and material and the purchase organization the combination, when you creating info record number, the system will be generated one 10 digits number, which is a number range which is assigned in the configuration level. That 10 digit number is representing that vendor A and material X, or it's like a purchasing organization 1000. Okay, so this combinations like it will be creating that one 10 digits numbers, purchasing info record number, PIR number. Okay, now if you created again the combination like vendor A and material X and purchasing organization 1000, and now I'm just adding the plant also, especially specific to plant level the data. Even in this case also, what will be happen? What are the PIR number which is generated? Suppose it's generated something which is like 1. Okay,
Like
five.
every time it will generate 10-digit number.
I'll tell you. I'll just
Mm.
okay. So when I just generated a 10 digit number here, purchasing info card number, when these combinations are same and you just extending that to plant and plant specific data, the info record number will be the same. Okay, the info record number will be the same. The system checking that the data which you maintain at plant level or which you maintain at the purchasing organization level only. Okay, but the info record number will be the same. Okay, and if you created this vendor A and material X and purchasing organization 1000, okay, and you created for the info category. Info category is nothing but like it's kind of the special process you are using. In case if info category is subcontracting, okay, then when I'm using the subcontracting process, the system will check that okay, this info category is subcontracting. You already maintain the info record, that data will be picking. But again, it is the same. The info record number will be the same. It won't be generated every time uh, different numbers. Okay, so the identity number PIR number will be the same even if you extended that to the different process like subcontracting, consignment, and standard pipeline. Okay, like you are extending even that as well, the SAP, it will not be generate any new number, and it will be going with the old number only. Okay, so if you see that in the database level, okay, the table level, you can see that it is created only with one info record number. Okay, one info record number, like it is a this is a number, but you can see that, but you can see number of entries will be increased. Number of entries in the table level, it will be increased based on the your scenarios. Like here, purchasing organization combination, here purchase organization plant combination, here purchasing organization info category combinations. Like a number of entries will come. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the same structure, only plant is changing
Uh,
at that time, sir.
even plant change also, it will be created only same number.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Even so, because you already designed for this one, right? When the real material action purchasing organization you already designed, the same number will come, but a number of entries will be updated, created. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the one thing which is purchasing forecast. Because why? Because I'm just saying this one. If suppose you are preparing some report for the client, purchasing forecast report, but in purchasing forecast, if you can see that it is the same identity number. Okay, so then you must be checked that whether it is maintained at plant level, whether it is maintained at info category level, like you must be validate. Okay, you cannot take blindly one line. There are, how many lines are there? If it is 4 to 5 lines are there, each and every line you need to be checked and you need to be present in the report. Clear?
Okay. Like under one purchase info record, what and all there we have to be.
Yeah, we have to be present based on the client requirement. If a client is asking that if it is subcontracting purchase info record, they want to be list out, then you must be filter the info category as a subcontract.
Okay.
Okay, so like, okay, clear?
Yeah.
And the transaction code is ME11, okay, and for creation, and ME12 is for the change, and ME13 is for the display, purchase info record, okay. And how many ways we can create purchase info record number? With
Without, okay,
with
okay.
material we can create, and
Without material also.
also we can create without material also. We can create without material number also. Okay, if we don't have the material number, okay, we can use the description. If it is not their material number, okay, then what you need to do, you have to be use the description, and material group is the major factors. Because I don't have the metal master record. So with metal master, if I have the material number, then I have the metal master record, then I can capture the material group and the description, all the information. If I don't have that, you must be enter the description, material group, unit of measures, all these things you have to be enter. Okay, clear? Okay, so with material, without material also it is possible. Any questions? Any questions?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, now I will be go to M11. Okay, now let's create that info record. So as I said, I can use the vendor, material purchasing organization, and plant and all. And you can see the info categories like subcontracting, pipeline, consignment, and standard. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So when I'm just creating a vendor, first I'm just using the vendor. If I yesterday I have created a few vendors, right? Let's see. MKVZ With the report, we can see that the vendor list and which purchase organization and which account group which we are created. Okay, so then I have created this. All right. So I'm just taking the one by one vendor, and I'm material is same and purchasing organization same. And if I don't want to go with the plant, I just go to first purchasing organization level. Okay, then okay, so info record already created. For this info record already created, let's see. Then okay, it is might be it is created automatically because yesterday we created the one PO. Based on the PO it is created might be. Okay, now let's go with the second one, which is like one.
Vendor is different.
Difference from the why. Okay, so what is the next vendor? It is okay. Info record number it is captured, right? Okay, I just removing this one. Now I'm just creating that the general data information and it is like vendor data information. It is capturing from vendor master record, which is first reminder, second reminder, third reminder when it needs to be. If there is any vendor sub range, it is there. You can enter vendor material group if it is there, salesperson telephone number and anything which is there, you can enter. And if any order unit is different for this vendor, you can maintain the order unit. And if it is different, then you must be maintain the conversion. If I just maintain like this one, okay, so you can maintain like the conversion. Okay, so now plan delivery time, how long it will be take. So this is the purchasing organization data. Okay, for this vendor, for this material, if I'm just needs to be supplied to this purchase organization, then how long it will be take, plan delivery time, how long it will be take, and tolerances, so under tolerance and over tolerances, acknowledgement required or not, confirmation control key is required or not. If you remember that confirmation control key we discussed last time, inbound delivery creation, if you remember that. Did you remember that inbound delivery we created last time?
Yes, sir. In PIR, we need to maintain that vendor confirmation.
Yeah, correct, exactly. Okay, then tax code and standard code. So averagely, how much you are generally purchasing from this vendor for this material, and what is the price for this vendor, this material on this purchase organization? What is the price? Okay, so like you can maintain. Okay, and who will be the person is the purchasing group? Yeah, please.
Sir, here plan delivery means from PIR to vendor supplying to our warehouse.
Vendor supplying to our warehouse. Yes, yes, exactly. Vendor supply. Which one you're talking about?
There here control plan delivery time.
Plan delivery time it will be take for the processing.
Like
Once you
how
created a
many
purchase,
days?
how long it will be take to process and receiving the goods?
Sir, I mean after PO only they will consider. No, sir, after PO releasing the PO, how many days vendor?
No, before PO only. That means you plan. Suppose you create a purchase requisition and that it is released. Again, you created a PO that is released and it is processing to the vendor and he acknowledged and he confirmed that and he is sending the goods. So that total process, how long it will be take? Plan
Like
delivery.
from vendor, how much time it will take?
Yeah,
right?
for this vendor, how long it will be take generally?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, and you can say that minimum quantity. So for this vendor, he is telling that okay, minimum 1,000 pieces you have to be order. Other than that, I will be not accepting the goods. Okay, I will not be take the orders then. Okay, that you can do, and you can select the GR based IP, which is like when the goods receipt is completed and you are performing the invoice, it is validating the GR how much cost stock you are received, and that based on the stock you received, you are validating the invoices. Okay, clear?
Yes, yes.
And then you can maintain the price conditions and everything here. Okay, you can maintain all the price conditions, freight and charge, everything you can maintain here. Okay, so this is the supplement condition types which is capturing. How it is capturing? It is coming from the pricing procedure. We'll discuss that pricing procedure when we discussing this topic. Okay, so okay, now we'll skip that. Okay, so the pricing conditions which is coming from the pricing schema, that pricing schema supplement condition types, what it is assigned in the pricing procedure, that it will be captured here. Okay, clear? Okay, now you can see general data. This is the general data, and conditions. You can see pricing conditions, and you can see purchasing organization data. Okay, now once it is created, then you can save this info record number. Now info record number was generated. Okay, the info record number was generated. This is the info record number which is generated. Now I can see in the table level which is info record number which is created. So which is the table it is? What is the table name?
Mara.
No, it is the ANA. Okay. So ANA is the info record number general data. So here what you can do, you can enter the info record number. You can see that all the information what it is there. So it is a general data information. Okay. So it is a general data information, what vendor, what material, and what is info record number, when it is created, who created, and what unit and conversions and all, it will be there. Now purchasing organization data, if you want to see that, it is a EINE. EINE. Okay. So then you can enter the info record number. Now you can see that this info record number which is created, purchase organization 1000, and category is the standard, and plan there is no plan specific, and it is created today, and who created, and purchasing group, and currency, and the standard quantity, all this information what you entered there, it is coming. Okay, the conversion, everything. Now what I will do, I'll just extend this material purchase info record to my plan. So when there is a plan specific, okay, I'm just planning to change the metadata. Okay, so now if you see that there is the okay, this is display, right? I will just go to ME11. Okay, I'll just go to ME11. I'm just extending to plan specific data. Now entering that. Okay, now general data anyway, it won't be change anything. Then in here you can maintain that the conditions, and for this plan purchasing organization, what's the price. Okay, those everything you can maintain here. The information you can maintain here. Okay, clear? So you can maintain like what price and everything, that you can maintain that what details it is there for this plant. Here you can see that there is a plant also, it is coming. Okay, now I'm saving this one. So now it's created for the plant also, this extended plant. Now if I refresh this one, okay, then I can see the same info record number, but it is extended to one more entry, that is for the plant 1100. Okay, and you can see the purchasing group which is different, and the different parameters you can change. Okay, here I maintain unlimited, here I didn't maintain plan. That means when I'm using the purchasing organization, if it is a different plan, then it will be take unlimited as blank. If it is a when I'm just entering my plan, it is taking the plant specific. So highest level will be plant specific when you. Okay,
Only
yeah,
like for same material, this.
same material, no, all it is. I just extended the same material, same vendor, same purchasing
Suppose
organization.
if different material is created, again it will change.
That is a different info record number.
Okay.
Info record number will be different, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
that is completely different record.
only because of same material. we can
Because
do
of the same
different-
material, same vendor, same material, same vendor, same purchasing organization.
Okay.
Okay. Clear? And
Yeah.
if you see that I'm just extending to subcontracting. Okay, so when I'm using the subcontracting, the process will be again the price, and those will be the same, different. Okay, so in that case, if I just maintain at the subcontracting level, now I just extended to that. If I refresh this one, the info record number will be the same, but it is extended to subcontracting. Okay, so like, okay, info record number will never change. Okay, only it will be changed only when the category and plant that information will be changed.
So, sir, here in the table where we can know that, sir, it is extended to subcontracting.
So here it is the right category, info category.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Standard info category and consignment, pipeline, subcontracting, and all it is there. Okay, clear na?
Yeah.
So if you extend it for consignment also, it will be like pipeline, consignment, all it is like the system will be okay. It will be asking that what factors you have maintained and what it is. If I just maintain here 200, then that information which will be coming here. Now I just maintain for a consignment. Now consignment will be different again. Now the entry was extended to the consignment. Okay, clear?
Yeah,
Sir, if you
got it.
want to extend one more plant,
You
for the
can
same-
extend. You can extend. No problem. Okay, you can extend the
okay,
plan. So you just changing the plant code. That's all.
Only material should be same.
Material and vendor should be same.
Okay.
The main factors are material and vendor purchasing organization.
Okay, other anything you can change. But
Yeah,
info
then you can
record
make
will be
anything
same.
same. Info record number will be the same, but plant will be extended.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. So the data will be changed. Purchasing organization data will be changed when you changing, or plant specific data is changing. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is very important. Okay, and okay, so then this is the way we'll be creating the purchase info record, display, change, and info categories, and that is the factors here. Okay. And you can go to the transaction codes, changes, like if anyone who changed that, maybe if you are anyone who changed some data, they can see here. Okay, if anything which is changed, see here it is like they changed the category to, okay, so they extended in, this is the time, and they extended to 1200, like you will get all the information here. Okay, clear?
Like you can change or you can see changes.
You can see changes, not here it is like you can see the changes, that's all.
Okay.
Changes, you if you want, you can do the changes in ME12, right? No need to come in the ME14. In ME12 you can go directly and you can change here. Okay, ME14 is the tracking purpose. ME14 is the tracking purpose. What changes it is happened for this plant? What changes it is happened for this purchasing info record? Okay,
Like a previous one and after changes, both it
yeah,
will show.
what it will come. Both.
Okay, okay.
Clear?
Got it. Yeah.
What it is changed and where it is changed, that everything it will become. Okay, clear? Okay, this is what here. Okay, and you can go to any info record related information if you need. You can go here in the path. Okay, you can see the metal master related information. Okay, and the vendor master related information and all these things you can see from here only. Okay, so then purchasing and purchase orders, environment, master data, info record, and you can see flag for deletions. Okay, so ME15 is the flag for deletion for blocking that. If you want to be blocked that vendor, you want to be completely info record block, or you want to be only for purchasing organization level data, you want to be kept block. Okay, clear?
Okay.
This is for the flag for deletion. So like you can see the reports here, mass maintenance. If you want to go for mass maintenance, you can maintain a mass maintenance also. Okay,
Mass
so
maintenance the bulk amount.
bulk records, if you want to be changed at a time, you can change that. Okay, in the first metal master record I just shown, right? Mass change, how to do. The same way it is, like which field you want to be changed and which data you want to be changed, that you can change.
Okay.
Okay, you can select that what change you required and how much, what information you want to be changed, that you can change. Okay, I hope you know about this process, right? How to change this one, master data.
Yeah.
Huh? If suppose, okay, let's say I'll just show you one anything example. So standard quantity is there. So I want to be change the standard quantity for all the vendors, which is listed out. Okay, so what I can do, I can just execute that. And you can enter that. If you have the purchase info card number, you can enter. Or if you can enter the uh, purchasing organization and which info category or maybe which plant it is. So like you can enter and execute, then it will be show you that list of all the materials which is extended. Okay, total 253 it is there, like it variant different it is there. So my client is asking that for all the purchase info records for this they want to be changed to stand, like they want to be changed like 10,000. Okay, for all this one. So all it will be changed at a time. Okay, what you need to do, select this one and click on the mass carry out. Okay, then it will be automatically changing here. Then you need to be saved. Then the system automatically updating, like and the table level, all these records, it will be with 10,000 only. Now all these records was updated. And if anything which is not updated, then it will get like error message. Okay, so you can see that error message, what is happening this year. There may be purchasing group, it is not defined. That means somebody they are deleted this purchasing group. That's why it is giving error message. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so that information might be you can see in the table level. Okay, was data which I say changed, which data I changed here. I changed the uh, standard quantity, right? So I'll just go here, search here standard quantity. Okay, I will just select deselect all. I'll go only for this one, and I will go for the data which I filtered. Okay, which I filtered. I'll remove the info record number. Now my purchasing organization is 1000. What I entered there, purchasing organization is 1000, and plant is 1100. So only 1100 plant, 1000 I just changed. Now if I just executed that, all it will come like 10,000, 10,000. Okay, it is updated. Okay, so where it is not changed, we got some error message, right? That those will not be changed, because that's why it is showing one which is required like 5,000.
5,000.
This was not changed because we got error like purchasing group which is not maintained. Okay, but other info record numbers are updated. Okay, clear?
Yes, yes.
So this is the way we can carry out the mass change. So when you changing the mass carrying, must be know about that what happening is, how many records is it impacting. Is it really you need to do mass carry for all the vendors or only selectable vendors? That again you must be selected. Okay, clear? You can select here the purchase info card number, and you can also select that what data you want to be changed here. If you want to be changed only for the vendors, some vendors only, then you can maintain the vendors as well. Okay, so what are the fields it is there that you can take it up here. Clear? Some condition you can prove. Clear? Any questions here?
No, sir.
Okay, and we have the reports as well. Okay, by vendor, by material things, all you can see ME1L, ML, like we have the info record number. But so this is for the reports. Okay, ME1M, ME1L, MN, ME1W, like we can see that all these things. Okay, clear? These are the all reports. So this is the purchase info record. So any questions on the purchase info record?
As of now, no. While doing, you will get.
Yeah, just try that. Okay, so you can enter that you can enter the text also. Okay, if some data, some text you want to be passed, suppose I just say I just want to pass some text, so you can maintain that text as well. What text you want to be passed? It should be just info, or it should be show in the purchase order and display to the vendor. Okay, so some paper, it's kind of the rules and regulations or some exemptions, what you might be, you can enter the text here. Okay, so when you maintaining the MEK1 condition records, okay, so if you remember that these are the we are maintaining condition recorded like PB00, PBWX, like we are maintaining time dependent condition, right? So here you can select that if it is a plant info record per order unit or material info record for plant specific or info record per unit or material info record. Okay, so based on that, if you maintain here like this combination, if you maintain the price, okay, so the price will be updated there. So suppose I'm just taking the material, this vendor, and this purchasing organization, I'm just putting like something 1590, something which I'm putting. Okay, so that means MEK1 is the condition records where we can change the price from price without manually entering into the info record number. So no need to be go to manually go to the info record number. You can maintain the condition record, and the system automatically updating in the table level. This price was changed. Okay, clear?
Yes.
So like you can maintain for the purchasing different materials you can maintain. Okay, so now I change this one 1590. Okay, then it will giving that error message, boss, you already maintain Okay, so the validity period of the conditions creates overlapping because it's already created someone. Okay, so that's what it is, overlapping. Okay, now it is overlapping and it is uh, updating like my condition record what it is maintained. Now, if I created with this combination the PO, created with this combination the PO, this material what I entered here, vendor, material, purchasing organization. So mainly it is taking the all this combination, it is coming automatically the net price which is coming from which I maintain now just now. Okay, so no need to be maintained manually at the time of manually at the time of PO creation. Clear? Okay, so now if you see that it is changed to 100, why it is changed to 100? Because this is the you maintain at purchasing organization level, but you already maintained the info record with plant level because you entered the plant 1100. If I change to 1200, then there might be it is different price, right? If I change to something which is 1300, then it will be different again. Clear? So it is when it is a plant specific, then that is the importance. If it is not plant specific, if it is normal very different plants, and I didn't maintain any plant level data, then it will be take purchasing organization level. Clear? Is that clear? So always it's mandatory. It is looking at the plant level. If it is any plant specific data which is maintained, then you enter the PO for this plant, and the system will take for plant specific data. Clear? Any questions? Purchasing info record. Any questions? So while you creating the subcontracting process, while you creating consignment process, while you creating pipeline, you can use the info categories here, multiple info categories. Clear? Now, now the next master data was source list. Hope there is no questions on purchasing info record. Please let me know if anything which is there. Any doubts on the purchasing info record? Venkat
No,
and all right. Okay. Now the source list. I think we already discussed this source list, right, earlier. So what is the
Vendors
purpose of?
list only.
Yeah, it is a vendors list. Okay. So for the material and the plant combination, how many we have list of the vendors? Because why it is giving the plant level? Because each local, each maybe if it is my Hyderabad branch it is there. Maybe my nearest vendors are so many vendors are there. So those vendors are not supplying the goods to the Bangalore DC. So when there is a different plants are there, obviously the vendors also will be different, right? So that's why it is creating the vendors list maintain the material and plant level. So here again, the system we can block the vendor for this material and plant, for this material under this plan for specific period. Okay, so this is the one functionality of the source list. The second list is the fixed vendor. Okay, so we can fix the one vendor as a fixed vendor. Okay, for specific period. Okay, so the main source list is it is like block vendor and fixed vendor. Okay, so other than this one, you can maintain outline agreements. What outline agreement it is there for this vendor against this material, the agreement details you can maintain. Okay, again the same way MRP generation with the schedule lines to be generated in case of scheduling agreement. The system whether it needs to be considered this vendor or not. So that also it will be maintained. Okay, so what is the transaction code to maintain the source list? ME01. And what is the table for this one? EORD. EORD is the table for source list. Okay. Now I'll be going to ME01. Then for this vendor and this material. Okay. So for this material and plant, I just can see that so many other vendors which is maintained. Now I can maintain my my created vendor as well. Okay, my created vendor as well I can maintain. Okay, so you can mention that how many months it is validated. Maybe some vendors it will be validated only one year or 6 months like that. All right. So those cases you can enter that, especially what date it will be like it is valid and all you can enter. Okay. So then you can maintain the vendor number here. Vendor and whether it is purchasing organization specific and all you can maintain the data. Okay. So purchasing organization is 1000. Okay. Then you can mention that whether this is a fixed vendor or it is you want to be block. Okay, you can see the option like here in the fixed source and block star. So if you selected this block, then the system will give error next time when you creating the PO for against this vendor. Okay, so because it is blocked. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
And you can also generate the schedule lines, whether you want to be generate the schedule lines generated automatically if there is any proper scheduling agreements and just in time for forecast based FRC and all that you can generate it. Okay, this for the scheduling line. Okay, if you have any agreement number and central agreements, contracts and everything it is there, you can maintain that. Okay, and there is a one more which is button is there, automatic generator record. Okay, instead of I'm manually entering that, if I just click on the generator records, the system will check that for this material and plan if there is any info records, proper info records are there, it will be displaying that okay these are the it is there. So from this validity period, if anything which is there, okay, existing source list will be changed and deleted and valid within the generation. Okay, so we can select that, then it will be selected if anything which is there. Okay, so for especially this validity period, there are so many things are there, 300 text when, so there are so many things which is created, so all it will be displayed here. Okay, so this is the automatic source generation, source list, source of supply generation. When I just click on that, the system will be checked that in if there is any proper info record numbers are there. Okay, all that proper valid from to which is there, those all it will be created here, updated here. Clear? So there is a two ways to create. One is manually creation of source list, or it is like automatic as well. Any questions? Any questions here? Any questions?
No, sir. No questions.
Karimai, for you?
No, for me.
Okay. Okay. So based on this fixed and blocked vendors, fixed vendor only, the system will be creating automatic purchase requisition to purchase orders when there is an automatic purchase order created. If you remember that last time we discussed about PIR conversion to POs, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you created a PO, okay, if you created the info record number, there also you can see that there is a source of supply is there. I just created. So there are so many vendors are there, right? You can go to source of supply. Okay, so you can just click on assign source of supply, then the system automatically checking that which is the fixed vendor. So in the my list, if you see that my list, one is the fixed vendor is there. Okay, for this we can see that one is a fixed vendor is there. That is the vendor which is 1000. So that is automatically assigned here. Clear? Clear? Assign source of the supply. If we don't have, suppose if I don't have fixed vendor, okay, I didn't create anything of the source of, so then what will be happen if I created again a PO, again PR, okay, system what will be proposing here, it will be displayed that all the list of the records, whatever it is there for against this plant and purchasing vendor, sorry, against this plant and material, whatever the combination it is there, it will be displayed. So now you can see, okay, there is no proper fixed vendor, so it is giving that all the options. So boss, do you have these are the vendors are there in the list, you can select whoever you want to be select, you can select. But if it is fixed vendor is there, then it will be giving the system itself proposing directly that is a fixed vendor. But if there is no fixed vendor, then it will be select. You need to be select and assign the source. Then it will be selected that. Clear?
Clear.
So any questions here? That is a functionality of the source list and info record and condition records. So we have different master data are there, which is like material master record, vendor master record, purchasing info record, source list, and condition records. Like we have one is there, which is quota arrangement. Okay, that is not very important. Mostly, I didn't see that most of the people they are not using. But what it is happening, quota arrangement. If I have okay, see here the material and vendor quota arrangement is not active. Okay, so you particular from and to validatory period, you can split that and you can maintain the quota arrangement. For this, what you need to do, okay, you can go to material master record and purchasing data, and you must be assigned that purchasing so quota usage, quota arrangement usage you have to assign here. Okay. So here you can see that whether you want to be used at PO level and scheduling line requirement, plant level, plan order level, and purchase requisition level, MRP level. Okay, there you can see that. So you can see options here. Okay, you can when you're defining the quota arrangement usage, the quota arrangement usage have the multiple options that like you can define. If I define only for one minute, if I just assign first one, okay, then what will be happen? It is allowing only for the purchase order and the schedule line, okay. And if I select as two, then purchase organization, schedule line, plan orders, and requisition. That means the quota arrangement which is using for the purchase order, schedule line, and plan orders and requisition. Okay, so like you can select that what options like MRP, this functionality where you want to be used, the quota arrangement functionality. Okay, so what is the meaning of the quota arrangement here? What is the meaning of the quota arrangement here? Last time we discussed, right? Quotas.
Like giving, sharing the.
Yeah, dividing the quotas.
Yeah.
Right. So a particular material can be procured from the different vendor. Okay, depending upon the requirements, right? So we are buying from the vendor X, vendor Y, vendor Z, right? Vendor ABC like that. So the total requirement of the material is distributed to different vendors. Okay, that is like a quota is assigned to each source of supply. That means so of each vendor we are assigning the quotas. Okay, that is called quota arrangement. Okay, so quota arrangement divides the total requirements of the material among the certain source of supplies, which you maintain for the the assigned quotas to each source. Okay, so the portion we can define, priority you can define, and you can define the quota ratings and everything we can define. So for that, what you need to do, you need to be assigned the quota arrangement usage in the metal master record, which we defined just now. And the source list checkbox also is important because source list needs to be maintained for this vendor. Okay, so then okay, just to go to back. Okay, I can select something quota arrangement usage 1 or 2 because I just want to do for the only procurement. Then I can select only PO or schedule line. If I want to use purchase requisition and MRP, then I can select this one. Whatever it may be, you can select. Okay, which option you want to be select, you can select that. Okay, then what you need to do, you need to go to MEQ1 and create that to the quota arrangement. Okay, and valid total what time it will be validated. Okay, maybe I can put like 1 year or 2 years, like 3 years I can put that. Okay, and what was the minimum quantity split? Like if I have the 1,000 pieces are there, minimum how much you can split, like 1,000 pieces, 500 pieces, 10,000 pieces, like okay, I'm just putting like 1,000 pieces has to be split. Okay, then select this one and click on this one, and you can maintain the vendors, a number of vendors you can maintain here. Okay, procurement type, whether which procurement type it is, external procurement and internal procurement. Okay, and if it is anything which is like special stocks indicators. This is like special stock indicators like production purpose or production purpose or consumer purpose, like can you, and I can define like which vendor it is like. Okay, so what are the vendors we have? I'll just take randomly 2 to 3 vendors. Okay, I'm just assigning that quota usage, like, okay, so the allotment which is like you can see here. So quota number of specifying that which portion of the requirement is to be procured from this given source of supply. Okay, so if certain material is procured alternately from the different vendors, you can create a quota arrangement item for each vendor, assign the quota after each such items. Okay, so then you can enter the data and you can enter the minimum quantity, how much it is, like you can define here. Okay, then you can save that. So like you can create for the multiple suppliers, you can maintain multiple suppliers and you can assign the multiple quota arrangements here. Clear? If you have the quota arrangement, so mostly no clients are not using the quota arrangement. Okay, but if you have the quota arrangement, then you can maintain these details and you maintain that metal master record is mandatory to maintain the quota arrangement. Okay, all this information which is required. Clear?
Yeah.
So any questions?
No, sir.
So okay, so I'll just maintain like different vendors, like I have different vendor, and I'll just put like this is quota usage one, and I'll be put like 100. Then I'll put like F, and I'll just put like something which is 2, and I'll put like quota arrangement 1, like. So I'll just put like maybe 1000, and it is like 500, and it is like 100, something which I will maintain. Okay. So based on these factors, it is taking like, okay, first quarter and second quarter, third quarter, it is dividing that. Clear?
Sir, while generating normal PO, only it is going to reflect it, sir. Means while giving material and
There was some problem with quarter arrangement program. Okay, so it will be generated at the time of PIR as well. Because I selected in the metal master record, it also needs to be checked in the PIR level. If I selected your quarter arrangement usage, right? If you metal master record, if you remember now, just now we assigned that quota arrangement usage, right? Based on this factor, the system will be checking that whether it should be work at for the PR level or it should be work at here you can see that it should be work for the PO or schedule lines, or it will be plan orders, or it will be purchase requisition, the MRP level orders, invoice level, like there are the options it is there. Clear? Based on that, it will be work. You can read this all options, it is like how it will be dividing that option and all. Okay, clear? Any questions here? Any questions?
no, no, sir.
Okay, so this is the quota arrangement. Okay, so shall we continue? If we are okay, if you want to be continued, then we'll discuss about the BP.
Which one? BP.
BP, business partner.
Okay. Material. This one done now. Master data.
Master test is done, right? Metal master is done, vendor master is done, purchase info record done, source list is done, condition records is done.
Sir, condition records, what we discussed, sir?
MEK1 we maintain, right? Purchase.
Okay, only one MEK1. Okay, sir. Okay.
MEK1 is just condition record is nothing but like any of the condition. I just shown that PB00, but you can take freight, you can take the surcharges, you can take the tax condition, anything.
Okay, sir. Okay, understood.
That is a condition record.
Service master is done.
Service, okay, service master record. Okay, so service master record is one master record. Because why we are maintaining the service master record? ASC01. So this is the service master record creation. Okay, because we generally service when we are taking any services, we don't have any material number generally, because it's like it's kind of the painting, it's kind of the software installation, it's kind of the cleaning. Okay, so it's kind of the service. Okay, so in that case, what you can do, you can create your own service. Okay, and maintain the what it is like a service, and you can mention that which material group it is and which valuation class. Okay, and which category it is like. Okay, then you can assign this service number at the time of PO creation. Okay, if you remember that we discussed the service PO as well, service entry sheet and service PO. Did we discuss that service entry sheet and service PO? At that time, I created service master record also. If you remember that. Maybe Venkat is not there, but you are there.
Yeah.
Right. So that is the service master card. So simple, anything, just create the button. Okay. Don't give any activity number. Leave it about the activity number. Mention that what you are doing. Okay. I'm just doing the painting. Okay. So what category it is? Construction, basic service, plant maintenance, IT service, hardware, general service, like that you can mention. And what is the measurement is like activity unit. Okay. And can maintain that which material group it is like. So why it is material group it is required? Because here we don't have material number or material description. Okay, we are maintaining the this based on a material group. We are maintaining the our valuation classes. Okay, you can maintain the valuation classes here. Okay, you can maintain the valuation classes here. Okay, so in the configuration level, we can also maintain the configuration. We can maintain the valuation class, automatically capturing the valuation class based on the material group. Okay, let's see where it is. Okay, let's see where it is. What is this is services, right? Okay, I'll just show you. Without material, it is entry 8 on the items without metal master card. So what will be happening here? Your group, if it is metal group 007, then you can assign the valuation class, you can assign the purchasing value key that you can assign here. Okay, so that in future, if you are using these values, this material group, then system automatically considering that okay, this 3200 valuation class is assigned. Because I don't have the metal master card for this, so I just say right without the material master code. Okay, so you can just read the document here. In this step, you can assign the purchasing value key and valuation class to the material group. The assignment purchasing value key provides you to default values. Remember, this is the reminder value. And again, the assignment valuation class is material group enables the system to determine the different GL account, which is like. Okay, so generally in the metal master record, we are entering the valuation class because we don't have the metal master record. We are considering this configuration, we are assigning the valuation class directly to the material group. That material group we are assigning here. Clear?
Okay.
Sir, here any interlink between normal material master and this service master records related with material group?
Material group is it's individual. It is individual. It won't be connected to any metal master record.
Okay, so normal metal master no interlink. Okay.
It won't be connected to the any metal master record. Okay,
metal group, what you're saying means that is for this metal group is purely for the service record master record only.
No. The metal master record we are assigning the metal group, right? For other materials.
No, sir. In metal master also we having a one metal group.
It is both are same.
Both are same. Okay.
Both are same. There, if we have the material number in the metal master record level, we are assigning the metal group. Since we don't have any material number here, we are individually entering that metal group and all the information manually. Base unit of measure and the description of material, all these things we are entering. Right?
Okay, sir, but our valuation class is coming through metal group.
Metal group. If it is
So,
because in the metal master record, we generally assign the valuation class, but we don't have any metal master record, right? Why? Because material master is assigned, we have the material type which is connected to valuation classes, if you remember that, right? Based on the material type only, these valuation classes will come, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so it's kind of that it is showing that, okay, since we don't have any material type, we don't have any material number, we can directly assign the valuation class to material. Okay,
Okay, sir.
clear? Any questions here?
No.
Okay, so whatever the services which is assigned, that it will come here. So now internal, okay, so there were some number ranges which is not maintained in the ACNR, that is the transaction code to maintain a number ranges. Okay, so let's go to ACNR. Then you can maintain for the number range interval does not exist for LEIST.
Sir, finding any shortcut was there without clicking that.
Which one? Sorry.
For
Here,
finding the
here
material.
it is showing, right? It is showing here ACNR. That's what.
No, like that find tab opened, right? So that any shortcut was there. Like alt
Huh.
like that it will.
F1. You just need to be select F1.
Okay.
I selected F1. If suppose I selected fund F1. Okay.
Okay.
So here they're not maintaining a number range. Okay, they're not maintaining number range. That's why it is coming error message here. So just click on that. You can go to this ACNR and maintain the your number ranges for that, which is missing. Clear?
Yeah.
So again, this is the number ranges and the group and what is the type here, what type you are using SRB1, right? SRB1 non-assigned element. So there is no number range it is here. So SRB1, there is no assignment assigned here. Okay, so non-assigned. So what you can do, you can assign this to again you can assign this number range, this group. So what I can do, I can select this one, select group, and you can select any of this one and save. Okay, so now it is maintained. Now the system will be creating the service number, service master record number. Okay, so it is something which we are getting termination because already record was created. Now this one is created because I just taken that the number, right, the number which is already assigned. Okay, so that's why it is terminated. Okay, so this is the way we will be creating the service master record. Okay, that service master record where you are using while you creating the ME21 and for the service master service PO. Okay, suppose I'm just creating the service PO. So generally, what is the item category we are using? Services. Okay, D. Okay, and when you are using the services, it is not stock material, so you must be use the account assignment category either for the what purpose it is like cost center or something which you can do, and you must be enter the what service you are doing, installation or something. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can enter the material group and other details. Then you can go to here, you can enter the service number. Whatever the service number it is there, you can enter service number. All the service when you enter the service number, the system automatically picking all the information, what it is maintained and all this information it is capturing. So instead of I'm using material number here, I'm using here service number. That's all.
Okay. Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, so that is the purpose of the service master card. Okay, so any questions?
No.
Okay, so shall we go with the PP or do you want to break?
You can continue. No issue.
For you, Venkat?
Venkat.
Sir, as you wish. We know.
Okay, okay. Okay, then let's go to the other topic. It is also one type of the master data, business partner. Okay, so this is the new to the material management people and sales and distribution people. Okay, so earlier we are creating that customer master record and vendor master record. Okay, now employee master records, all these things. Now what will be happen in the S4 HANA system? Okay, it's not for the ECC, it's for the S4 HANA system. What will be happen S4 HANA system? Uh, the SAP they are designed like we don't need to be create the vendor master record and customer master record. You instead of you creating that, you need to be create through BP. That means you don't need to go with SK01 and MK01 and all. Okay, you need to be create the vendor number. Make sure you need to be create, but that you must be using the BP. The transaction code is BP. The
Like it,
functionality is BP.
under this app only, you will create everything, vendor, everything.
Yeah, this is the transaction code. Yeah, this is the transaction code, not app. This is the transaction code.
Okay.
So this transaction code BP, you're creating the vendors, you are creating the customers, you're creating the employees. Okay, what else? It is like some other master data which is creating some other one. Okay, so like you can create. Okay, clear? So it is not new. It is also there in the ECC. Okay, but material management people they are not using that BP, and sales and distribution people they are not using the BP in the ECC because that BP is designed for the some decentralized system when there is a data needs to be flow like CRM system and EWM system, okay, APO system. Like when there is some decentralized systems are there, they are using this functionality BP functionality to flow the data. Okay, but now it's mandatory to create a BP from the S4 HANA. Okay, you cannot to go XK01 or MK01. If you enter that, it is rerouting that. Okay, this XK01 and the MK01 are the absolute, and it now you are using the BP. Okay, so
Okay.
now the concept is BP, business partner. Okay, so instead of we are calling like a customer master card, customer master card and vendor master card, we are calling now BP. Okay, so now how they categorize this one? So first you need to understand about that. Okay, so this is the highest level of the object in S4 HANA system, which is using to create the, all the master data like across the some employee master cards and vendor master card, customer master card, like you can create. Now business partners can be created as a person. So that means if the person or some I can consider one person, he is my business partner. I can consider you are my business partner. Or organization, if you have the organization like that organization also I'm considering I can create a business partner. Or if you have that okay, if you have that group, okay, so set up the groups are there. So then that group also you can use that and you can do. So business partner category. Okay, one is the point is here business partner category. So you need to be choose that whether you are creating business partner as a person has a business partner, or business partner like it is like you're creating organization has a business partner, or you are creating group. Okay, group as a is a business partner. Okay, so natural person, private person. Okay, you can define like person's name, individual person like natural person, private person like you can define. And organizations, anyway, you know, right? The company, department in company, or club, or something legal entity or entities. because it's not only middle management, right? It is also customers, employees, and it is also like it's kind of the what it is like financial FI vendors, like okay, financial related. So there are so many things are there. So we can consider as a company or organization, or it's like a legal entity, part of the legal entity that we are considering as a business partner. In that case, we can use the organization. And group, when we are considering the group, if there is any department is there, apartment, if it is kind of a shared apartment, like okay, so the group of people, a group of their shared apartments, it is there. Okay, in that case, we can use that. Okay, so generally we are using the organization to create a business partner. Okay, so there is option like this. These are the options we have. Okay, but you can use whatever it is required. So in case if your client is asking that okay, this is too much confusion and I don't want to be show you this into the my users, they will be confusing to create this all, then you can use this body. Okay, this body will be helpful to you to hide this all this person and organization and group, and it will be take defaultly what you expected the body. Clear? Okay, so by using the technical team they can use. Okay, if you selected as a person, what it is happening, you must be enter the first name, last name, academic overview, and birthday, date of birth and country, employee state, all these things generally we are using for the employees, right? So what is the bank data identification, bank employee status, is active or inactive, or country, birth date, all these things you have to be entered. If it is organization, then what you need to enter, you need to enter the company name, company title, address of the company, and okay, which industry it is, like tax numbers. Okay, any legal information it is there that you need to be entered. Okay, so like when you selected the category, based on the category, it will be asked that the title, like it will be these are the fields are the important. Okay, so this is the one category. One, when you creating the business partner, one is business partner category, you need to be select. Clear? This is the one. Any questions here? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Okay. So now the second one is, it is like a business partner. In the business partner information, there is a second one is grouping. So based on this grouping, okay, this is the grouping. Grouping, based on the grouping, what you are defining your number ranges, like external number range, internal number range, what number range is series it is like. Based on the grouping, you're selecting that okay, if I'm using this BP is assigned to the okay this grouping, and this group, that means you are creating BP under this BP grouping, that BP grouping having the external number range, that external number range like XYZ or something which you are assigned. Or maybe you are planning to create a BP with under BP category something which is in-house internal number range that is assigned, then must be leave that business partner number blank, then the system will be creating internal number range automatically. Okay, so it's basically purpose of number range grouping. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, it is purpose of, simply it is like number range purpose. Okay, external number range, internal number range, the purpose of that. Then the third is category which is like a business partner roles. Okay, business partner role is the one thing. Okay, if you so what is the roles here? If you remember that when I'm creating the vendor master record and I'm creating the customer master record, or when I'm creating employee master record, so there will be like different levels of the data we need to be maintained. Like if I have the vendor, then I have to be maintain the general data. I have to maintain the customer. Sorry, I have to maintain the company code data at finance level, and I have to be maintain the purchasing organization supplier level. I have to be maintained. Purchasing organization level I have to maintain, right? So the business partner roles, whatever you selected, okay, it will give that, okay, what data you are creating against this business partner, what data you are planning, because I have only single BP transaction code. So now system how it is understanding that I need to be create the customer or vendor general information, how she knows, how they knows. It depends on the business partner role. What business partner role if you are assigned, based on that, the system will be understanding that, okay, you're planning to create the purchasing data. You're planning to create the material management data. You're planning to create the financial data, that means company code data. Or you're planning to create the customer general data or vendor general data. Is it understood? Any questions here?
No.
Okay. So how many ways we can create the business partners? Business partner can be vendor, business partner can be customer, business partner can be employee, business partner can be contact person, business, okay, like different agencies, like we can create whoever they are working as a partner in my company, we can create as a business partner. Clear?
Clear.
So it is MM, ST, HR, whoever they are using, that they can use. Okay, so that business roles you need to be defined in the configuration level. Okay, with the predefined roles and any customer specific or vendor specific that you need to be create. Okay, so again that configuration it will be there in the SAP. Okay, I'll show you that configuration as well. Okay, so I just need to go to S4 HANA system. Okay, so let's go to S4 HANA system. Let's see. Okay, not remember that what is the transaction code. Okay, just go to remote desktop. Can I able to see my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This is S4 HANA system. Okay, I'm just using. Okay, so now you can go to BP here. Okay, so in the BP, you can see that the person and the organization and the group. But it is what we define, right? We discussed about the category first, right? BP category. Then the second thing, which is like a number. Okay, when you creating the business partner, if you selected organization or something, then what will be happen? The system will ask that which is the grouping or which is the role. So you can see external number range, internal number range, what number range series and all you can see here. Again, group here, different groups like a role stage there here. Okay, so let's see how to do the configuration for this. So now this is the something which is the cross application. So you must be go with the cross application component here. Okay, so this cross application component, and you can see here we have the business partners related configuration. Okay, and you can see here business partner configuration here. Then you can define your business partner related, okay, switch function, activation switch function, and the business partners basic settings and percents, all this information it is there here. So all the configuration which is performing here only. Okay, so can if it is created as a person, then what is the name of components, academic titles, title prefix and all, you can marry status and all you can define. If it is a organization, then what is the industry system, legal forms and everything that you need to be defined here. Okay, it is just general words it is like. Okay, so like for groups and all also you can define. Okay, so this is the concept of category. Any questions here? Any questions here? Any questions? So business partner is the not new concept. It is a old concept. It is using by EWM, MDG, TEM, CRM, SRM, like other system they are using. Okay. But now in the S4HANA, it is mandatory to create the BP for the even ECC. That means even for material management ST people, they have to be create this one.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
So if you remember that in the ECC, we are creating the vendor account group, customer account group, and we are differentiating the number ranges that, if you remember that, right? If
Yeah.
just now we created yesterday vendor master card, we are using the vendor account groups, right? So
Yeah.
here also we need vendor account group. Okay, here also we need a vendor account group. So how it is needed? It is synchronizing between. So the BP, what it is there, the roles and everything, that is connected to my vendor master record. That means my vendor account group, it is connected. It means it's an additional step. It is before that additional step. That means I'm creating BP, but in the background, the system is checking that this BP roles and everything that is connected to what vendor account group. Okay, then it will be creating the vendor master card in the background. So the table level, there is no difference. LFA1, LFB1, LFM1, LFM2, these are the tables which we are using for the vendor master card. It is common in the ECC, even in the S4HANA also. Okay, clear?
Okay.
So there is no change that, but only change is additionally we are getting the BP, business partner. Okay, so it no need to be go separately to create the vendor master record in the XK01. If we created the BP, that BP is connected to what vendor account group. Based on that vendor account group, the system will be creating in the background vendor master record number. Okay, so where we can see the table of the BP, you can see in the BUT 000. Okay, BP general data information. Okay, and also we have can see that any address information if you want to see, that is the BP address details you can see, and what roles it is like for this BP, that you can see in the BP roles here. Okay, so if I created a BP, what role it is assigned, what address it is there, and what general data it is there, it is there. Other than this one, we have the LFA1 and LFB1, LFC1, that is supply data, that tables are, it is available. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, so it is mandatory in conversion when you are doing ECC to S4HANA, business partner must be assigned to customer and vendor in ECC. Okay, that means see synchronization, when you are doing the synchronization, if suppose ECC having that some number range, okay, if you want to use the same number range for the BPR, if it is a different number range, that also you must be defined before going to BP. That means my BP having the different number range and my vendor number is the different. It might be. There is a possibility of different number range, or it may be unique number also. Okay, because I just said that BP is the additional data, right? If you remember that BP is the additional data, correct or wrong? It's not a vendor master card, it's not a customer master card. It is additionally highest level of the object. It includes that vendor and it includes the customer. Okay, that means when BP is creating, BP having the different number range, and inside the customer when it is creating customer master record or vendor master record, they have the different number range. So when you are implementing the BP for the vendor master record, you must be take the decision whether I should go with the same unique number for the BP and the vendor master record number, this account group, the same number you want to be take or not. Okay, because tomorrow the customer looking into BP number, he is not looking into the vendor number, right? Because by visibility, if I just go to visibility, I can see the BP number only, cannot see that customer number. I can, based on the BP number only, I can search here. If I want to search something, BP number only I can search. I don't have the customer number to search and vendor number to search here, right? So in that case, if you want to go with a unique number, if the already customer is already they are using the ECC, the vendor numbers and customer number, and there is they all they knows that vendor numbers and all. If they don't want to go with the new number range, then what you can do, you can define the same number range for the BP and customer account groups. Clear? Is it clear or wrong?
Sir, here one doubt. Generally, in the projects, BP and the vendor number will be same or different, sir, as regular projects?
It depends again.
No, generally, what will be the?
Generally, it will be like unique only because the customers will be confused, right? Client will be confused. But again, we need to be checked that whether it is possible or not possible. Because if then those number ranges, if they are using for the other purpose, then I cannot use, right? Suppose let's go to that. I'll just okay. I'll just how to minimize this one. It is coming to okay. Just minimize this one. Okay. Suppose let's say I have the BP number. Okay, I have the BP number, which is like I just define one, which is like I just define one grouping. That grouping have that the series like 11 series, which started with and 11 something which is there. This is the I just assigned to this grouping. I assigned to the my vendor account group. That is like something ZA, something that went something which is this is vendor account group. This is having that 21000000, 21999999. Okay, so if this is the case, what will happen? This number range is different, this number range is different. Okay, so what I tried that, okay, why I need to go with the 2? I'm trying to make it like BP also should be the same sequence, the number range, because already I'm using this vendor account group for a long time in the ECC. So then I'm just using in S4HANA, I'm just making this also would be this one. Okay, so then what will be happen? Both are the unique, but again, I just need to be validate in the BP level when I'm just creating the grouping whether this number range is available or not available. If it is already used or not used, that I need to be checked, validate that. If it is not same, then I cannot use unique. If it is just I can still use that, then I can assign and I can use that unique number. So in this case, if it is this case, what will happen? It will be a unique number. BP number and vendor number is a unique. Okay, and in this case, it is a different. BP number is different and vendor number is different. Vendor number is different. Clear? Any question here? Any questions?
Sir, customer also will going to come if unique number is there for 3 numbers BP, vendor and customer also you will get 3 or any.
That's what you need to be check the possibilities. If
Yes,
the
sir,
vendor,
right.
if the vendor is also working as a customer, then you can assign, no?
Yes, sir.
But how it will come, it is the same unit. That's what you need to be check the feasibilities again. Okay, whether it is possible or not possible, you need to be validated.
Yes, sir. If the new system, if they're implementing at the time, it is feasible, I think. For the ECC to migration, it might be difficult.
Different. So you also need to be check that whether it is possible or not possible.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Clear? So whatever we discussed, the vendor master record, the assignments and all, everything is the same. There is no change. Okay. Only integration is the integration part was changed here. Okay. So what is the integration part? It is like you need to be create BP and other things, right? That is a you can see that the assignment numbering assignment for BU business partners and all everything you want to be defined here. Okay, what numbering it is and how it is what defined here. Okay, that you need to be check here. The number range definition and everything you want to check here. Okay, so once this is completed, you defined for the BP the number range and you define for the vendor account group the number range everything. Then you must be synchronize the both. Must be synchronize the both. What is the part? It is like again I have to go to cross applications and I have to go to master data. Okay, this time I have to go to master data synchronization. So I'll be go to master data synchronization. Then customer master and vendor master record integration. Okay, then you can go to here business partner settings and all. Then you can go to settings vendor and customers and related. Then you can set here BP role category to direct BP to vendor. Okay, direct BP to vendor. Clear? So here what you need to do, you need to be define your roles. Okay, what are the categories which is defined role categories? Okay, then you can see that the group and the roles which is assigned here. Okay, clear? So
Yeah.
this is the configuration which is required. Is that clear? Any questions here?
No, sir. Sir, where BP number going to use it? Vendor number we used in PO, everywhere we use it.
Sorry, come again.
Where that vendor BP number going to use, sir?
BP number used to no, I
No, sir.
didn't.
If
No.
BP number and vendor number are different, so vendor number we used in everywhere in material creation of PO where we are going to use. Where that BP number going to use, sir?
You are creating BP number only, right?
No, BP number and vendor number, if the both are different.
If it is different also, for when you creating the POs and when you creating the GR everything, you are doing with BP number only.
Okay, sir. Vendor number not. Okay.
Okay, so now there is no point after so the vendor master record number and the customer master record numbers are the it is creating backend. That number is a reference to be updating the customer master records, vendor master record database table. But initially the BP number, whatever it is created, that BP number only you are using to create the POs.
Okay, sir. But I don't think so. Actually, I do some practice in BP. While I'm creating number, I created two different numbers. While creating with BP, it is not accepting it. Sir.
BP, while you creating the BP, the system not accepting.
No, sir. I created one vendor master and one BP master.
Okay.
With two different numbers.
What vendor master record? So you cannot create vendor master record manually. One thing, you cannot create a vendor master record manually. You must be create the BP. That BP is creating the backend. What category, what role category you defined, what role you selected. Based on that, the system is creating the vendor master record number.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you understand the concept here? See, first initially itself, when you creating the custom vendor master record, you are not creating directly vendor master record. You're creating the BP, business partner. Okay, then when you selecting the role, what you selected a role, first it will be creating the general data, then you are extending to the your XT customer data, or it maybe you are extending to the financial vendor data, or you're extending to purchasing organization vendor data. Then only the system will be trying to create the backend, the vendor number with the what this category, what role it is assigned, that role it is assigned in the configuration level, or it is grouping whatever it is assigned, that grouping it is assigned to the what vendor account group. Did you understand? Not still confusion?
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Where is your stoppage? I didn't understand.
Sir, actually, I have completed this topic, sir, BP topic.
Okay.
So at that time, I created one number for BP, one number, and vendor one more number.
Okay. Vendor, how you created?
So vendor category account group vendor grouping number only.
How you created?
So first I created BP. After the extended to vendor there.
Okay, so that means initially you creating the BP. In that BP, you are assigning that the what category, like what you selected the role. Based on the role, the system is creating whether it is vendor or it may be customer. Correct? Correct or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agree.
Okay. Now you are saying that it is a different number range, or if it is a different number range, then BP number is the different and the vendor number is different. What is the difference here? You are using the BP number only for the future purpose.
No, sir. In PO creation, we need to use vendor number only.
Okay. So in the PO, you are saying in ME21 and okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Correct. Okay.
So I'm asking, sir, BP, where we are going to use the BP number then?
BP maybe you can use for the reporting purpose. You can use, or maybe if you're connecting to the other system, you can use that BP concept. Because in the vendor master record, when you flowing from here to there, the third party system synchronization, so you are using the BP number. So earlier also we have the BP concept, right? The CR, in the ECC also we have the BP concept. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was audible.
Okay. So in the ECC also we have the BP concept, but it is they're using for the only purpose of MDG, CRM, and other third party transport management, EWM. When these are the happening, okay, this data which is flowing through BP only. It is not flowing separately as a customer, or it is not flowing like when separately as a master card. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So BP they are using to flow the data from here to there. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's like a the CP they are designed like instead of n number of transactions and n number of using, we can create one simple BP number. That BP transaction code is we can use that and we can create the different we can use and we can create the customer master records and vendor master records and other things. Okay, clear? So why it is the region? Why it is region, main region? What is the reason? It is simplified the master data creation. Is it correct or wrong? It is simplified right now because I could not. Might be I don't have the. I don't need to be remembered that for the customer number, separate transaction code, employee master record, separate transaction code, vendor master record, separate transaction code. All these things it is not required. So it is simplified. Simply, I can go BP and I can create. Right. So using that single one transaction code, I can create all these things. And this is a centralized data, and the address also we can maintain the multiple different addresses we can maintain, languages address we can maintain, right? Multiple countries data address also we can maintain, right? So it is a business partner approach, which is a very it is kind of the simplifying the process. That's all. Okay. And moreover it is like it is very simple now. If I'm in the CRM and in the other systems like EWM, transport management, and other EW embedded related other third party system, this business partner approach will be, it's very needed, it's compulsory. So that's what it will be confusing in the ECC. Why if I'm just if I'm working with the CRM team, if I'm working with the EWM, or if I'm working with transport management team, they are using the business partner and I'm using the customer number and vendor number. So there is too much confusion to the consultant. What is this business partner? They don't know even, right? So that is the reason. One reason is like embedded like EWM, transport management. It is all working on the business partner approach. So that's what one reason it is they're changing. Okay, and moreover, it is like a credit management. If you see that financial side, also credit management concept is there. The credit management concept also it will be work based on the business partner approach only. Okay. Is that clear or it is? What is the reason? You're
Yes, sir.
asking what is the reason, right? Advantage of the business partners and why it is reason. These are the major reason.
Understand, sir. Now, everywhere the BP is going to use in future, EWM or whatever it be.
Yeah, so because earlier also it is there BP. Earlier also the business BP is there. But this PP is using consisted to the some areas only, not all the areas. Now, if the S4HANA, they did that, okay, it is common. All you want to be create an emblem master card, yeah, go create a BP and create a master card. Okay. And if you want to create a vendor master card, go BP, vendor master card. Go BP, customer master card. So that the integration between our S4HANA system to other third-party systems also, it's very easy now. Clear?
Oh.
Any questions here? Any questions here?
No, sir. No.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll create one BP, okay, on configuration, and we'll do that. And okay, then we'll close that BP hash concept. Okay,
So tomorrow or Monday?
it's your choice here. I don't have any objections. Okay, maybe I will show you the Fury apps as well. Okay, I think last time we just shown, right, Fury and all, Fury apps and all, right? If you remember that last time we just
Yeah, sure.
right. So going forward, what will be happen? All it will be based on the Fury apps and the BP concept, everything that will be works. Okay. Any questions?